We've been told that as we age, it's common to feel slower, that energy diminishes, and that intimacy becomes a nostalgic memory. As a physician, I hear this every day in my office. Patients come in believing that the only solution is to add another pill to their collection. But what if I told you that's not the whole truth? What if a key part of the solution has been sitting in your fruit bowl, waiting to be discovered? After years of clinical practice and analyzing numerous studies, I've observed how nature can be our greatest ally. Today, I want to share with you a secret that doesn't require a prescription, just a little intention. There are four specific fruits, four natural warriors that have the ability to improve blood circulation, reactivate energy, and restore that intimate connection that many think is lost forever. And yes, they are truly effective, even if you're well into your 70s or 80s. Stay with me because I'll reveal these four fruits, how they work in your body, according to science, and the simplest way to incorporate them into your daily routine so you feel vibrant, connected, and full of life again. However, if you find this information useful, I would appreciate a small gesture to support me in creating more content for you. Subscribe to the channel and activate that bell so you don't miss any health tips designed to help you live our golden years to the fullest. Now, and let's play a little. If you think diet can influence your health, leave a 1 in the comments. Just if you have any questions, write a 0. I really enjoy reading all of them. Let's get started. The first fruit on our list is red grapes. I'm not talking about processed juice or an expensive supplement. I'm talking about real, fresh, and juicy fruit. In medical school, we study vasodilators and medications for circulation, but we often overlook the alternatives that nature provides. I remember the case of Richard, a 72-year-old retired carpenter. He came to my office expressing that his feet were always cold and a feeling of heaviness made it difficult for him to enjoy his walks. "Doctor," he told me, "I feel like the blood isn't circulating properly to my feet." However, what worried him most, although he found it difficult to admit, was the impact this had on his intimacy with his wife. I suggested something very simple. I asked him to eat a small bunch of red grapes every afternoon in addition to his regular checkups. At first, he looked at me suspiciously. "Grapes? But have faith in me." Richard came back and his feet were no longer so pallid, and he confessed with a shy smile that things with his wife had improved a lot. What is the science behind this? Red grapes, especially their skin, contain a polyphenol known as resveratrol. He considers resveratrol a natural painkiller for your arteries. It facilitates the expansion of blood vessels, allowing freer blood flow and increased oxygen delivery to every part of your body, from your brain to your feet. For men, this increased blood flow is crucial. Resveratrol promotes the production of nitric oxide, a key molecule for achieving and maintaining a healthy erection. Unlike medications that impose a reaction, grapes act progressively better, improving the circulatory system from within without unwanted side effects. It's a support, not an obligation. The benefits are equally important for women. Optimal circulation in the pelvic area translates into greater sensitivity, better natural lubrication, and a feeling of warmth that makes intimacy more comfortable and pleasurable. It's not just a physical act, it's about feeling in tune and comfortable in your own body. Something as simple as a handful of grapes can be the first step to rekindling not only circulation, but also connection as a couple. This is just the beginning. This fruit acts as a silent guardian of one of our body's most overlooked systems, which is fundamental to our vitality. The second fruit on our list is the cranberry. For a long time, most people, myself included, linked cranberries only with preventing urinary tract infections, but their potential is much broader, and their effect on the circulatory and intimate health of older adults is something I've repeatedly verified. Think of it this way. The urinary system and kidneys function like a home's filtration system. If the filters are dirty or blocked, the system doesn't operate properly. When the kidneys don't properly filter toxins, chronic low-grade inflammation occurs that impacts the entire circulatory system, especially the delicate blood vessels in the pelvic area. I remember Elizabeth, a 68-year-old retired teacher who suffered from recurring urinary discomfort. This not only caused her physical discomfort, but also impacted her self-esteem and her desire for closeness. She was constantly restless and nervous. In addition to proper treatment, I suggested adding pure, unsweetened cranberry juice to her routine. Cranberries are rich in a type of antioxidant called proanthocyanidins, or PAX. These molecules have an impressive characteristic. They prevent harmful bacteria from adhering to the walls of the urinary tract, helping to cleanse it and prevent inflammation. When this system is healthy, the benefits are felt throughout the body. Less pelvic inflammation allows blood to flow freely. In men, good kidney health is essential for maintaining healthy blood pressure, which is crucial for optimal erectile function. A healthy urinary system means less discomfort and greater confidence. For women, like Elizabeth's, the change was significant. With the constant irritation and discomfort gone, she was able to relax and reconnect with her partner from a place of pleasure, not worry. Sometimes the main impediment to intimacy isn't a lack of desire, but rather a physical discomfort that robs us of our peace of mind. Removing that barrier can be a radical change. So, whether in fresh or dried juice, cranberries have a special place in our diet. Not only do they protect your kidneys, but they also discreetly safeguard your circulatory and emotional well-being. Get ready because the next fruit is a real energy boost. Papaya is our third fruit, or as I like to refer to it, the tropical sun on your plate. Its vibrant color and mild sweetness hide a revitalizing power that many are unaware of, especially when it comes to energy and hormonal balance after 60 Bev. I had a patient, Charles, a 75-year-old former accountant who always felt tired. "Doctor, I feel more tired when I wake up than when I go to sleep," he confided. His energy was at rock bottom, which had affected his mood and his relationship. He had stopped shining. With the test, we observed that his testosterone levels, although within the range for his age, were on the lower end. I suggested a simple modification to his breakfast, incorporating half a bowl of fresh papaya 3 or 4 times a week. Why is papaya a fruit incredibly rich in vitamin C and A, and especially in a unique digestive enzyme called papain? Papain not only improves protein digestion, but also has a strong anti-inflammatory effect on the body. And this is the key. Chronic inflammation is one of the main causes of low testosterone production in older men. By reducing this systemic inflammation, Charles's body was able to optimize its natural hormone production. Papaya doesn't act as a testosterone supplement, but rather provides the body with the resources it needs to achieve its own balance. Charles returned. He no longer complained about being tired. In fact, he told me he was back working in his garden and felt more energetic. That's the word he used. For men, this hormonal balance means greater physical energy, improved mood, and undoubtedly, natural support for healthy, long-lasting erectile function. Papaya is a great ally for women. Its nutrients support the health of the adrenal glands, which are responsible for managing stress. When stress is reduced, the balance between estrogen and progesterone improves. This can help reduce vaginal dryness, increase desire, and help the body relax to fully enjoy intimacy. What I value most about papaya is its simplicity. You don't need to find it in a specialty store or spend a lot of money. It's an easy-to-find fruit, tasty, and gently benefits the body. It's a reminder that sometimes to reactivate our energy, we just need to return to the essentials, to nature. And now for our last fruit, one that not only works on the body but also on the mind, creating the perfect setting for connection. We've reached the fourth fruit, one I consider a true treasure, the cherry. These little ruby-colored jewels are delicious and act as an ideal catalyst for intimacy, as they address connection on two fronts, the physical and the emotional. I remember Helena and Michael, a couple in their late 80s who had been married for more than 50 years. They loved each other intensely, but monotony and health issues had driven them apart. We don't sleep well, and if you don't rest, you don't feel like doing anything. Helena told me, I suggested they try eating a small bowl of cherries before bed. The idea seemed odd to them, but they adopted it as a small couple's ritual. Cherries are very rich in anthocyanins, the antioxidants that give them their intense color. These compounds are powerful anti-inflammatories that contribute to healthy arteries and, like grapes, promote nitric oxide production. This, that, as we already know, improves blood flow to all important areas, supporting physical response in both men and women. The true power of cherries lies in their best-kept secret. They are one of the few natural sources of melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep. And this is the point of connection. When you don't sleep well, your levels of cortisol, the stress hormone, skyrocket. Chronic stress causes blood vessels to constrict, reduces sex drive, and creates an emotional barrier. It's difficult to feel connected and intimate when you're exhausted and tense. By eating cherries, they were not only nourishing their arteries, but also promoting deep, restorative rest for their bodies. Helena and Michael returned to my office after a while. Not only did they rest better, they were also calmer during the day, happier. We've been talking at night again. My doctor that Michael told me, and when there's tranquility, as everything else unfolds naturally. That's the beauty of cherries. They don't impose anything. They create a supportive internal environment, reduce physical inflammation, and at the same time, calm the mental agitation of stress and insomnia. They pave the way for emotional connection, the true foundation of intimacy, to flourish again. In an environment that presents immediate and superficial responses, cherries teach us about the importance of patience and complete care. They nourish the body, calm the mind, and as a result, open the heart. Now that you know the power hidden in these four fruits, you may be asking yourself, Doctor, do I have to eat them all every day? How do I start without it feeling like another obligation? And that's the right question, because health shouldn't be a burden, but an act of self-love. The solution is simple. Start small. You don't need to drastically change your diet overnight. In fact, I'm asking you not to. The key to success is keeping things simple and being consistent. Choose just one of these four fruits. Choose the one that appeals to you the most, the one that's most accessible, the one that makes you smile. You really like grapes? Excellent. Start with a small bunch as a snack. You love amazing papaya. A few pieces at breakfast are a perfect start. Perhaps blueberries. Add some to your yogurt, salad, or cherries. Enjoy them as a nutritious and comforting dessert. Choose one and dedicate yourself to incorporating it into your daily routine for a week. That's it. See how you feel. No stress, no high expectations. Just listen to your body. You rest a little better. In the afternoon, you have a little more energy and your legs feel less heavy. These small changes are your body's way of saying, "Thank you, I'm listening." Once you've incorporated one fruit and it's become a habit, you can experiment with another or alternate them according to the season. I've seen patients over 80 years old transform their vitality with these small steps. I remember a man who told me, Doctor, that I started with grapes because they brought back memories of my childhood. Now, every time I enjoy them, I not only feel like I'm taking care of my body, but I'm also nourishing my soul. That's precisely what it means. Don't think of it as a diet. Consider this as a way to nourish yourself, to provide your body, after so many years of effort, with the resources it needs to heal and remain robust. There's never a bad time. Your body keeps fighting. It has an incredible ability to recover if given the chance. So the next step is up to you. Which fruit will you select to begin? We've reached the end of this journey, but in essence, this is just the beginning of a new chapter for you. Sometimes, over time, we begin to silently accept that we deserve less energy, less connection, less vitality. We've grown accustomed to thinking of aging as a continuous loss, but today I want you to consider a different perspective. Aging can be an act of regaining wisdom, of consciously choosing how we want to live the years ahead. Red grapes, blueberries, papaya, and cherries are much more than simple foods. They are a reminder that your body still possesses an incredible capacity for healing. They are an invitation to restore not only your circulation, but your confidence, to rekindle not only physical intimacy, but that wonderful feeling of being fully present and alive. Reflect on all that your body has done for you throughout your life. It has worked tirelessly, supported you through difficult times. It has shared with you moments of happiness. It has been your faithful friend. Now it's your turn to be a loyal companion to it. These fruits symbolize a subtle change, one that isn't found in pharmacies, but in your kitchen, one that operates not with the power of a chemical, but with the wisdom of nature, nourishing your blood vessels, harmonizing your hormones, and calming your mind. What I hope you take away from this video isn't just a shopping list. I trust you'll walk away with the firm belief that there's always room for improvement, that enjoying a bowl of cherries at night or including grapes in your afternoon is so much more than just a healthy practice. It's a deliberate choice, a decision to live purposefully to take care of this body that has brought you this far, because it still has so much to offer and you're not finished and your body is still fighting. It's just waiting for you to give it the right tools. And the best part is, those tools are delicious, accessible, and within your reach. And this story highlights that health and connection can be improved through small, natural changes rather than relying on drugs. Consistency, simplicity, and listening to your body are the keys to living a healthy and fulfilling life, no matter your age. In modern life, work pressure and busy lifestyles can easily make us ignore our health. Start with small habits, like adding fruit to your daily meals to improve circulation, energy, and intimacy. Choose a favorite fruit, stick with it, and listen to your body. These changes not only nourish your body, but also inspire joy in life, helping you appreciate the present and the future. I'd love to hear what you take away from this video. Take a moment to share what you learned today and what small step you plan to take. Let's support each other on this journey. If you enjoyed it, please leave me a comment with a 1. I value your feedback. Be sure to like this video, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more like it. Thank you for being by my side. Let's celebrate living life our way, no matter our age. Yeah,